My name's Kat Gollock. I'm a photographer and a photographic artist, I guess. And I'm exhibiting as part of Projects 20 at Stills, so the body of work that I'm exhibiting is a piece called The Here and the There, which I made last year, predominantly last year and the very start of this year, in conjunction with the Todd Photographic Awards. A lot of the work that I've been doing has been about exploring what it's like and the lived experience of being a woman in your mid to late 30s, early 40s, and how that is as a personal journey and the things that you kind of are figuring out. I'm figuring out myself as a woman of that age range, but also there's the public persona and the public expectations that come with being a woman of that particular age group. The women that I ended up walking and talking with came from various aspects of my life. Whilst being a photographer, I also work in the Scottish literary scene. I also am pretty embedded in the Scottish music scene and spoken word scene. And basically all the women that I walked with that shared this journey with me are all people that I have shared something of note with, whether it be last year, 2 years ago, 20 years ago. I wanted to talk to women that I knew that had similarities and differences within our lives, but still a very sort of parallel journey. The final images were not the least important because they still mean a lot to me, but it really was just a lot. This body of work was a lot more about the process and the time spent talking to women and sharing our experiences. Where possible, I think I chose one from every walk I went on to make sure that every journey and every path that we walked was represented. There are some that were just standout images that just worked as an image, and others I knew specifically what we were talking about at that particular point in time, so it wasn't necessarily just about the aesthetic, it was also being aware of what the person I was walking with had experienced at a particular point. If the walk and the location that we walked on was super personal, there were 2 or 3 points that stood out. Because the work is a journey and it's a depiction of a walk, albeit several walks joined together, it was, you start to see a path through it, just physically by looking at it. And so the final body of work is 28, but I've selected 12 here today.